Hey y'all, thanks for checking out Euclid Mining. Just going over some of my mining, just checking on some stuff, and I thought I'd do a video. It's been a little bit since I did a video, and kind of where I've been and what I've been up to. So let's hop over, take a look. Still mining. That's the 3060 Ti rig. It's got on Ergo. The 3060 rig, I shut it down because I needed a card off of it, and then I was going to put that A4000 back on there, but I just haven't gotten to do it. So I need to fire that back up. But that's on Ergo also. So yeah, just been pretty much sticking on Ergo for those both. I still have the cell phones. I got 20 of them. I used to have more. A couple of them got some of that battery bloating, so they went away. Two of them, I did a video on them. Check that out sometime. That was miserable. I think I had a total of three because also a Pixel 2 that I had also had the battery bloating. So, but I got the 20 of them on there right now. It's going good. I got one cat phone, one Maui, and then the rest are the Orbic Joys. And I've got those trays. If you see my videos, like I said, I've got those trays. There's 6 on each tray, and you can plug the USB right into the phone across the bottom of the tray for each phone, and then plug one wire into the wall. So it's really simple to use, just to have everything together. So I like them, and it's, I don't know, they just kind of go on a shelf and you don't even see it. So 20 of those is pretty easy, just over 100 mega hash. Now, I did upgrade my computer, and another computer I upgraded, and they each had Ryzen 5s. So I'm going to go ahead and get the boards together for them and get those CPU mining over here as well. I saw a video over on New England Crypto, and it was like sort of like an A-frame for two motherboards for CPU mining. The power supply went into the middle. It was pretty cool. I really liked it. I'm going to get one of those and get both of those going also. So that'll maybe tomorrow, the next day, I'll start getting everything together for them. But I'll have to order that little frame for the motherboard. So I'll get that. As far as ASICs, I used to have two coin miners. One of them, where the power goes in, it burnt out. Now those miners are old and really barely profitable, not really worth much money at all. And to the time to repair it, or to even have someone do it, or even for myself to try to do it, I just don't think it'd be worth the time. So I'm going to let one of them go. So I still have one of the coin miners. I have a CK miner. I have a Nano. I think it's an M30S, and I run that a little bit, but not really. It's really not profitable, even at my electricity rate. And my electricity rate right now, we're in the winter time, so it's a little cheaper, basically 7.8 cents per kilowatt. So it's not too bad right now. But it's overall, it's moving. For my electricity rate, I can run some of these miners and sometimes be profitable, sometimes not be profitable, but enough that I'm okay with it. And especially going in, we're in the fall, going towards the winter. Having that GPU rig running, it warms up the room and it feels great. I'm not running the heat through the whole house. I actually was going to put some of those little mini miners in the different rooms like I've done before, and it puts out a little bit of heat, enough that you don't really need the to heat the whole upstairs at any given time. So of course I probably won't be running my Cadena miner. I had a Pro. I haven't run that in forever anyway. It's just been extremely unprofitable to run, so I gave up on that years ago, I guess, year and a half, year ago. Yeah, so that's about what I got running. Now, what have I been doing? Now, I can't say it's taken me the whole time because I've been doing other things too, but I was digging through some of my stuff, and I found an old block eruptor. Sure you've seen these around. Just a little USB um, Bitcoin mining sticks. I mean, I had two of them, and I thought I'd get them running. I went to put them on a pool, but it wouldn't work. I had to start putting in all kinds of different arguments in my, I guess my flight sheet in order to make it work. Finally, I got it working, but it was more of a hassle than anything. And I didn't think that just the average Joe, if they bought one of these on eBay and thought they'd just plug it in and away they go, would work. And, I thought, well, what if I made my own pool and I can configure it so that they don't have to configure much on their end to make it work? So that's what I went and did. So I made a pool, and it's called usbpool.com, and it's made for more so USBs. It does support all sorts of miner types. Um, it's kind of a private site right now. I can't say that it's really open to the public. I built this from start to finish. Uh, I've had an amazing time doing it. I've learned so much doing this, and the amount of time it took me, I can't tell you that I must have reinstalled the entire pool maybe 4 times. And the 5th time, I was finally satisfied with where I was at. Everything was working great. The only problem I had was that I couldn't get Mining Core to talk to Redis enough. They would talk, but not frequently enough to show an accurate hash rate for the pool. So that became an issue, and that was the one thing that I couldn't solve. As far as the miner, looking on the logs, the stats, the API, any of the miners I connected worked fine. But for some reason, the database or not the database, but Redis just wouldn't talk to Mining Core the way I wanted it to. Couldn't figure it out, and I actually had to hire someone to figure it out for me. Turned out it was something really simple, and I didn't need to use Redis at all, or not for what I needed to use it for. And once I saw what happened, well, it got fixed. But I changed all the APIs, and that way because they were all being read differently now, I wasn't going to go through Redis to do it, or I wasn't going to use the database Maria or anything to use to pull the stats. So here's the site. So let's see. Start mining. Well, first off, if you look up your wallet address, it'll bring up a page, and this is it. Of course, it's not working right now because, again, I changed all of my API, so I need to reconnect everything. It'll have your wallet address on top. It'll have your current hash rate. It'll have, the 1 hour, 6 hour, 24 hour. I'm hoping I'm going to have all that locked in. There'll be like a graph chart right here for you. And, or excuse me, down here. And then this will list out all of your workers directly below it. And that will be, that'll be it. That'll be what you'll see when you look up for your wallet. For the site stats, again, I don't have everything hooked up, and it's still, I got to move this around a little bit. I got to move this down and move this up. But nonetheless, you get the idea. I'll have the 7-day total pool hash rate here. Block height, network difficulty, the devices online. This will show all the miners. So if there's, if I have 4 total miners, it'll show 4. So it'll give the total pool worker, and then the top wallets. Probably do the top 10 right here, and again, this was there, but because I changed the APIs, it's not hooked up. So I got to get that working. To start mining, this is what I did for the pool because of, like I said, I was trying to make this more for USB solo mining for Bitcoin. This is a solo pool. I probably should have mentioned that earlier. And there's no pool fee. I put 0 for the pool fee. But the idea is that it's more specialized. So I have this description down here. If you click it, you can read it, whatever. But it basically sums up. It talks about how, you wouldn't put a bicycle on the interstate. It doesn't work well for the bicyclist or the cyclist. So the idea is the same here. You don't put a USB miner on the same port as like my M30. You wouldn't put them on the same port. But you find on a lot of pools, they do. They have maybe 3 ports, even some have 4, and they try to separate it. But what I was doing was I was really trying to separate the USB miners away from everybody else. And that way they really have a fair shot, excuse me, at submitting as many shares as possible and having as many of them count as possible, giving them as good of a chance as they could possibly get. So that's where I have this list. You can see the basic. This is for those little, like what are those? Not what's miner, nerd miners. Those little ones with the little screen, the little USB ones. Those get like 15 something, 17 kilohash, something ridiculously low. That's what this port would be, 3332. They'd be on that one, and they would get the best results possible compared to them trying to connect to, say, port 4444. This is made for them. Same thing here. If you wanted to do any like small CPU mining or a little bit more powerful of a USB miner, you would go here. Then if you go into the 50 megahash to 5 terahash, this is going to be like your BitX and your nanos, things like that. When you get into your, the Nano Plus or something, the one that goes a little higher, or even the stronger BitX miners, you'll start going into 3335. Of course, because this whole pool was started because of the block eruptor and me trying to connect to it, I made a port that's dedicated to it that will run the best it possibly can. These run at about 350 megahash. So this port, 3336, is set up just for these guys. And I'm glad I got them up and running. I got my little USB stick with the fan. I got to just plug that all back up. And I'm excited to have those running as well. And then you get into the bigger ones. Like if you really did want to bring an ASIC on board, you can. And I've got those as well, 4444 and 5555. So that's up to you if you want to bring them. But like I said, this is really focused on more of the lower end. As you can see, there's 5 ports over here that are meant for, much smaller miners. And it's like I said, it's much more focused for them so they could submit the most valid shares and have the most chances possible for mining. So anyway, that's really it. Right now, the APIs work, so it shows the miners, everything comes in, like I said, for site stats. It's not showing it up here, or if you looked at the actual wallet, it's not coming in as well, but that's just because the APIs aren't hooked up. If you come check any of my APIs, though, that are direct, you can see that there's shares being submitted. Everything's doing good. And then also, if you go over for here for the miners, you can see this is mine. I've got 2 miners on there right now, and they're submitting shares. So it is up and running. Everything's doing well. I'm happy with it. I think I got it locked down pretty good as far as giving as much data as possible of what you may want. You can leave in the comments down below if there's something more that you think I should add to this. It's like I said, right now, just sort of private. I'm just sort of, using it for myself. But once I get the site stats and the wallet stats hooked up and it's working, who knows? Maybe if anybody wants to hop on, they can. But like I said, for now, I'm just messing around. But yeah, that's what I've been doing. What have you been doing? Comments down below if you're still mining. I am. Like I said, I'm still doing it. I got a good amount mining, and I got reasonable electricity rates. So I'm sticking with it, but we'll see what tomorrow brings. I appreciate y'all checking in. If you want to subscribe to the channel, button's right over there. If you want to watch any of my other videos, I think I'll put one of the cell phone mining videos up over here. It's going to be right up over there. Again, thanks for checking in. I'll see y'all next time.